Hey guys, I wish we were updating you during more cheerful times, but nonetheless, we want to update you guys on what's been going on in life and ministry here in Champaign. Tell you what, this is a time where I wish we could hear an update from every single one of you. I feel like there's so much to share, so much to talk about with each other. We really sincerely hope you guys are doing okay, doing well. But yeah, wanted to update you on all the changes that have been going on in ministry recently for us here at U of I. So as I'm sure most of you are aware, college students no longer going to school in person, they're all online, which very much changes the dynamics of what it looks like to do ministry on campus. Social isolation, distancing, quarantining, obviously that also impacts the way that you can do ministry on campus. And so largely, we crew staff, we're just trying to figure out how do we do ministry well amidst all this. We are still feel called to be faithful to pursuing students for the sake of the gospel. We still want to extend the gospel to students who are at U of I, though they are not physically at U of I now. And so in every staff meeting, it feels like we're constantly just being like, how do we do this? How do we do this well? So that's largely where we're at. So like all of you guys, we've just been here at home trying to use the opportunity to grow as a family of 5. I mean, it is a blessing to get really good time with the kids and even enjoying Meyer in his early months. Yeah, getting so much time to do those things is really sweet. As you'd expect, our trip to East Asia unfortunately was canceled. I was also supposed to go on a spring break trip with some crew students and staff to New Mexico. That was canceled as well. Basically, all travel trips within crew, as you might expect, have been canceled. And it was generally a bummer to see those things go, to say goodbye to those things. I've been wanting to go to East Asia for about 10 years now, maybe even more. And Brooke went as a student, but it's been a long time since she last went. And so we really wanted to go. Even as things possibly over in East Asia have calmed down a little bit as far as the coronavirus goes, there's really cool opportunities to be had for sharing the gospel with people. And this is true all over the world. We, of course, our context, we were just specifically going to East Asia. But yeah, a lot of people, a lot of college students specifically even realizing that, boy, I don't have as much control in this life as maybe I thought that I did. And even a lot of talk about the frailty of life and things like that. And so that's a great opportunity for the truth of the gospel to enter into someone's heart and mind. And so yeah, we were definitely bummed to have to kind of say goodbye to that trip. And our plan is to go next summer. This isn't obviously a long-term thing, hopefully. But yeah, we are excited to go next summer. I think amidst all this, one of the most encouraging kind of things for me to meditate on and think about a lot has been just various passages in the reality where Jesus is on the throne. Jesus is still in control amidst all this going on. None of this shocked him, surprised him. Places like Psalms, places like Isaiah, and others have been really encouraging to me lately. Isaiah 41:10 says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be afraid, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will hold on to you with my righteous right hand." Just a lot of passages like that reminding me that God is in control. God is on the throne. He was yesterday, he is today, and he will continue to be tomorrow. We'll link it in the email. There's a clip from an old Billy Graham talk where he talks about this idea, and even listening to that little snippet was really encouraging to me the other day. Thankfully, during this, we're able to still communicate with students well on a one-on-one discipleship basis. We're able to do that through video chat, Skype, FaceTime, whatever. And so that largely remains the same. Obviously, there's are significant changes because of not being able to actually face-to-face with someone, but still able to care for the students who are involved in our movement for sure. But yeah, evangelism looks a lot different. Sharing the gospel with students looks a lot different. And then also we're figuring out how to execute our Bible studies well, and then our large group meetings that happen on Thursday nights well. Because who knows, it could be the entire rest of the semester that we're having to do it that way. And so, like I said, just so much that we staff are really trying to figure out how are we faithful with obviously doing ministry in this context. How are we faithful to the Lord? What can we do better? How can we get creative in doing ministry? Things like that. So that's kind of where we're at. There's a lot of brainstorming, a lot of throwing around ideas, and a lot of trial and error, honestly, in ministry right now. I think the biggest prayer request for us would be that we
find a way to be effective in ministry. All this brainstorming that we're doing, all this trial and error and creativity we're trying to utilize, pray that it bears fruit, pray that it's effective, pray that we can still bring the gospel to lost college students, pray that we can still grow our students well who are in our movement, who are committed to Jesus, to walking with Jesus. So yeah, pray that we would still be effective amidst trying to figure out how we do this well.
One unique thing about this kind of chaotic season of life right now is that life is slowed down in a lot of ways. We have a lot of time, and we know that during this, for many of you, this can be incredibly worrisome, stressful, anxiety-inducing. It can be hard for a job, a career, and certainly health, obviously, as well, health and well-being. And so we want to be praying for you guys, and so and we have more time than ever to do that. And so we're going to be just going through the list of all the people who love and care for us and support us financially, prayerfully, emotionally, and be praying for you guys. But we would love specific things to pray for, whether it's how the coronavirus has directly impacted you or someone you know, whether it is, job-oriented, career-oriented, or whether it's stress, anxiety, or just, hey, maybe there's things to praise God for that have happened recently. Whatever it is, we would love to be praying for you guys during all this. So please send us prayer requests. We would love to be praying specific things for you guys in addition to kind of what we typically pray for you guys for. We love you guys. We are incredibly thankful for the ways that you guys care for us, and even that you're alongside us. I pray that you would feel that we are also engaged and alongside you, especially in a unique season like this, where it just feels like, man, hardship for everyone and so much. And so we love you guys. We're thankful for you guys. We'll talk to you again soon.